My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I am fantastic and I'm doing really well. Today I'm viewing Prada Carbon Luna Rossa. This is £46.99 for 50ml. The notes are bergamot pepper, lavender, soil tincture, watery notes, metallic notes, patchouli and ambroxan. So first off, the packaging complies of all the regulatory paperwork, which makes me very happy. Do we have our fragrance bottles? Are we engaged with the higher self? Let's get testing. The lavender is apparent in this straight off. I love lavender. Lovely, and I think they're using one called 4020. Yeah, I don't like English lavender at all. I much prefer lavender like this. My favourite lavender is Spanish lavender. This is a gorgeous sort of lavender. This is really nice. I'm actually really surprised. This is a nice take on how to do a fresh ozonic formulation. Linen-like and soft, and lavender in a formulation can soften the fragrance and round it out beautifully. It's really gorgeous, and it also works with sort of linen-like musks, lily of the valley raw materials, and a few little wood molecules in there. Lots of hedione in this to give this a heady, expansive quality. The musk choice is metallic, and there is ambroxan present. So this is fresh, clean, invigorating, with some warmth of the lavender. Lavender is a beautiful note. It really warms up a formulation and gives a skin, really beautiful warm skin feel, and almost like a comforting feel as well, which you would expect from lavender. Linear, safe, stable. There's some beautiful green notes to this. I really enjoy the green notes. This really is a lovely ozonic quality. It feels very a little bit ethereal. Feels sort of like it's moving around, and that is the ethyl vanillin in it, which is helping to extend that ozonic quality with the hedione and nice super. It's nice, it's sweet, fresh, clean, ozonic. On to my final thoughts. I've noticed that these sort of £50 fragrances start off quite nice and then start to change on the skin, and you tend to have a off note, sharpness to it. And I think some of you are there who get headaches from these ambroxan heavy formulations. It's the ambroxan mixed with acetates, mixed with some ambers that are giving you this headache, and it's used in these formulations to really push a formulation out and to give it that projection and to make it work. So this is starting to smell like sharp and a little bit electric or acidic. And that's sort of the underneath it is sort of a technical sort of side, but that's what you get from these sort of I've noticed these £50 to £60 fragrances are built quite similarly around sort of a framework. Linen-like quality, and it smells very masculine. Sounds very masculine. It's a really good way to incorporate lavender into a formulation, is to sort of make it quite masculine. And that is the choice of musks, and that is the ambroxan, and that is a few wood molecules in there to help make it quite masculine. I thought it was going to contain a really interesting molecule beginning with G-E-O. I pronounce it like gosmin, but I'm dyslexic. That's the first time I've ever said the word. It's like G-E-O or G-O-E-L-I-N, goslin. I don't know. And that smells of damp soil, damp concrete, and I really thought that was going to be in this, and I was like almost excited to smell something a little bit interesting and different in this. I mean, these sort of super powerful molecules can transform a formulation actually. It's dried down and it sort of just smells like a herbaceous lineal acetate ambroxan. It just sort of smells primarily the same. So let me go through my marks with you. The first 4 marks are for whether I think it's safe and legal, whether I think it's everything complies, and this gets a 4 out of 4 because it's technically it's really good and it complies with the thing. It's safe for you. There's nothing crazy in this. Next 2 marks if I think it's worth the price. Yes, I do think it's worth the price. Do I like it? I'm getting, I dare say, a little bit bored of the same thing regurgitated with a slight different natural push in to push it out. I'm a little bit bored because it's all starting to smell the same to me. It's starting to smell like you were taking 80% similar things and then jiggling around and then adding in a few naturals to it. But I do love the lavender use in it. I think it's nice. I don't think it's particularly mind-blowing. I don't think it's challenging. I don't think it's exciting. I think it's a nice day scent. I love the linen-like quality actually. I'm starting to get bored, so I'm gonna mark it as 7 out of 10 simply because it just smells like everything else I'm sort of smelling. But the name Carbon, it doesn't fit the name. The name Carbon to me would be something big. It's a cool name, and this to me the name and the fragrance doesn't particularly go together, if that makes sense to you. I think it's very nice, but yeah, so like I say, I think it's alright, but I think it's uninspiring, unexciting day scent. That's all I can really say about it. How would I improve upon it? I mean, I would love to see an end to all these, the way things are put together. To be really honest with you, I really want to see the perfume industry moving in a different direction and start putting out things that are interesting and unique, and this just seems so safe. Yeah, lavender is a beautiful raw material, and you can push it in so many different directions, and it can be utilised in very exciting ways. But I think this would make a beautiful day fragrance for a man in a white, or woman actually. I think this is quite unisex actually. I think this is a really nice snappy day scent to wear with a nice white shirt, linen shirt, to go to work or to have a coffee with your friends on a Sunday. It is not particularly super exciting. I wouldn't want to wear this out if I was going out and being naughty. If I was romancing someone, all of that, I don't think I would wear it for that. It doesn't have any of the qualities I would love for a sensual fragrance. It's lacking sensuality and it's lacking a little bit of personality. That makes sense to you, but maybe because that's I'm so getting quite bored of all the things that are the same. But I think if you are after a new day scent that's really inoffensive, a little bit of twist in it with the lavender, this is for you. So I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands, lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.